In one of our past videos, we discussed the news that Clayton Watson had been added to the cast of returning actors in Matrix 4 on its IMDb page. Clayton Watson, if you don't know, played Kid in the Matrix sequels. So how will the Kid come back? What could be his role in this new installment? In this video, we're going to be analyzing the possibilities of Kid's ceremonious return in Matrix 4. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Unlike other Red Pills, Kid's story was given much dedication and development, and over time, he became one of the most important characters, not only in the Matrix film trilogy, but the entire universe. He became a fan favorite. To understand how Kid could return in Matrix 4, let's go back and take a quick look at his story. Kid's story begins in Animatrix. Kid's story is only one of the animated shorts contained in the Animatrix. The story takes place during the 6-month gap between The Matrix and The Matrix Reloaded, where Neo has joined the crew of the Nebuchadnezzar and is helping the rebels free other humans from the Matrix. Kid, who was formerly known as Michael Karl Popper, is a disaffected teenager who feels there is something wrong with the world. The next scene fades out as the Kid awakens in the real world to see Neo and Trinity watching over him. They remark that he has achieved self-substantiation, removing oneself from the Matrix without external aid, which was considered impossible. In both the scene and in The Matrix Reloaded, the Kid believes that it was Neo who saved him, but Neo says that he saved himself.
I mean, you're the reason I'm here, Neo.
I told you, Kid, you found me, I didn't find you.
I know, but you got me out. You saved me.
You saved yourself.
The Animatrix made it clear that Kid is not your typical Red Pill character. He didn't need Morpheus, Neo, or a Red Pill to escape the Matrix. He did it on his own, by accident, but no less impressive. He managed to wake up from the Matrix with no help from anyone. And not only that, there are images of a cemetery where his residual self-image was laid to rest. In other words, Kid separated his mind from his virtual body without dying, something that the Red Pills believed to be impossible. According to Morpheus, if you die in the Matrix, you die in the real world.
If you're killed in the Matrix, you die here?
The body cannot live without the mind.
However, Kid did not die. His residual self-image did, and he miraculously woke up in his pod. Kid is a character who during the Matrix sequels wanted to join the Nebuchadnezzar to fight alongside the person he admired the most, Neo.
Hey, you know, next year I'm old enough to join a crew, right? I've been thinking a lot about it, and I've made my decision.
Let me guess.
I want to join the Nebuchadnezzar.
Many people considered him annoying because of his clingy attitude towards Neo. He was a fanboy and prominent in the movies. However, Kid proved that he was much more than an annoying fanatic. His contributions to the defense of Zion during the final battle were invaluable. He fought in the APU squad alongside Captain Mifune. He piloted an APU and closed the entrance to the city to slow down the Sentinels, all without having completed his training and being looked down on by the other Red Pills. Kid was underestimated, but he is perhaps the most powerful Red Pill after Neo. In the Matrix comic I Can't, Morpheus continued Kid's training after the events of Matrix Revolutions. During said training in the Construct, Kid demonstrated improving fighting skills against simulated versions of an army of Smiths and the Twins. He was able to dodge bullets like Neo, showing Morpheus that he was ready to become a soldier of Zion. After Neo and Trinity died, Morpheus possibly made Kid his apprentice. As we've already mentioned, Kid is the only human who has been able to disconnect himself from the Matrix. He has proven his worth long before the final battle in Zion. Kid also played an important part in Matrix Online, but of course, his story may have changed since then. So then, how could Kid return in Matrix 4? Some clues have led us to deduce that we will see the real world in Matrix 4. One is of an auction in which director Lana Wachowski participated. She raffled a prop from the movie for charity, the nameplate of a new ship, the Mnemosyne.
This was the name of the ship, and this was the plaque. Like in the first one, this one, Goddess of Memory, pronounced many ways in the show. Sometimes pronounced Mnemosyne, sometimes Mnemosyne.
This is evidence that there are new ships, and that the Red Pills are fighting in the real world, or at least surveilling. Kid's dream was to be part of a crew. It has been 20 years, so maybe he has become a captain or a high-ranking officer on a ship. Maybe he is the person who has been looking for Neo all this time. Who better than the person who admired him the most? If he is the one to find Neo, maybe Kid can teach him to escape the Matrix without a red pill. Maybe we will see what happened to Kid before the events of Matrix 4. A story after Revolutions and right before the plot of the new sequel. Even if he is in the film for only 1 second, that's enough to warrant his inclusion in the Matrix 4 IMDb page. At the moment, there is still no official press release or information on what his role will be in the film, so there is still a chance that his inclusion was a mistake or misinformation. Or maybe it's one of the worst kept secrets ever in Hollywood. A few months ago, rumors of pre-screenings of Matrix 4 started to spread around the internet. Pre-screenings are done to pick and choose some of the most exciting parts of the film and use them for the movie trailer. It is also to gain feedback from the limited public on the movie. These screenings sometimes lead to edits or reshoots. Maybe the reason why Clayton Watson was added late to the cast, it's because of rewrites, which is the worst case scenario. But hopefully it's nothing that serious, and his return is because he plays a crucial part in the movie. Plus, bringing back a fan favorite is never bad. But do you agree? Are you happy with the return of Kid? That is if it's true. For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.